Show walkable. Nope. Oh, but there's a piece here. There is a freaking place. The pawn shop? I've missed a shop. Sitting right there on the floor. What a ball. what a brain dead man I am. Doesn't matter. Hey, welcome back to episode 37 of... This has just gone wrong a couple of last episodes and it's jokes. But that is okay, because we're making it anew with Planescape Torment Reinvented. Episode 1. No, it's the same thing. So, last time, we've done a lot of small errands, I believe, and we have figured out how to open up the dodecahedron. And we were supposed to read it, but then I didn't read it, because we are going to read it now. Use. Unfold the journal and read through it. And there's 11. Read something. Yeah, there's a bunch of stuff. Read about whispering shadows. The whispers are not the shadows moving. They are speaking, plotting, talking to each other. I can understand some of what they say. Okay, I haven't heard the shadows. Not sure what that means quite yet. Female ghost. The book tells me things, whisper things. It tells me to avoid the ghost girl, avoid her. I don't know her, and she torments me. I assume that's just Deonara, who we have had a traumatic experience reliving our abuse, like the abuse that we dealt to her. And yeah, the torment here. So I guess that's that. Read about something hiding within your own body. And so I swallowed it, hoping it'd catch me in my bowels. I can make someone remove it when I need to. Okay, so we have figured that out with Martha at the Under Village. Yeah, so she found a ring in our bowels. Read some paranoid ranting. Just, some paranoid ranting. Doesn't really matter. I've learned that my life is not my own. I will not allow you to have my life. Okay, so is that a message to other incarnations? You will have to pull my life from my broken body if you want it. If you do, it's you who will die. If I cannot have it, neither will you. You are responsible for this treason of flesh. You will not live to live my life. Okay, so perhaps they thought there was other incarnations coming after them, but you cannot have two at the same time, right? Read about the accursed tattoos. The accursed tattoos will not leave my skin. I have tried to burn them off my skin. Failed. I try and cloak myself, but I always feel that people are reading my flesh, reading me like a book. Whenever they look at me, I want to tear their eyes out, pluck them from their sockets and crush them beneath my heel. So that's just, adding importance to my tattoos, which I guess I figured out already. Read about dreams unravel. Why can't I dream? I used the goblet of Samir to force a waking dream. I saw a hag. She tempted me, threatened me with shadows. I have never seen her, but she came when I dreamt. I must not dream again. I must always be aware. I destroyed the goblet. She says she is someone of power, and that she will have me, and will find me. Get away, hag! Stay far from me. Leave me in peace. I want nothing to do with you. Oh, there's more. Her voice reeked of evil's talons like spiders. They burrowed into my grey matter, and I needed her out of my mind. Out, hag! She was a myth, a fairy tale, who alone challenged the Lady of Pain. How can one fight someone who is a myth? I don't have the weapons. I need weapons that will kill her. should she find me. I need a strategy so she cannot defeat me when she comes for me. I must devise and think. I shall beat her. Okay? So perhaps we need a weapon to kill Ravel that we didn't know about? Danger of names. Fear names. Names have power in identity. Names can be used as weapons by others. They are a hook that can be used to track you, find you, hunt you across the plains. Remain nameless, and you shall be safe. Yep, that's why we're the nameless one. Read about the killing in the fest hall. Ooh. Is that the... yeah, that's the... Okay, I went to the fest hall looking for the path of my false self in the halls. So glaring was it that those I did not know, the false ones, welcomed me into their confidence, treated me as a friend, showed me my room, attended to my needs. I had to restrain myself from launching out against them. That would have been premature. First, I needed to protect my identity. I found one who knew the exclusive language of the Uyo, learned it as I could, then killed him. Then I went to the sensorium and prepared to end the matter. Soon. Soon. Okay, so he killed, or I killed the linguist. Or read about the murder of one who tried to help you. There is nothing he can do. Memories are gone, he says, never to return. He says, lies, and tells me that this is what he told me. Lies. He says my mind is weakening from every death. Lies. He sat there betraying my confidence with every turn. He says that only after 3 more deaths, 3 more lives, will I gain the benefit of keeping my memories, but that I myself, I will die when I die. Die? How can one be mortal and still die? He could not answer, so he was of no use. I butchered him, so that no other incarnation will ever benefit from his uselessness. Okay, we don't know who that was. I'm definitely have died more than 3 times since then. I have died 3 times in like last 3 episodes. Read something else. Read a cryptic answer from an unknown source. So the ghastly head said, you have been divided. You are one of many men. One in many men? You bear many names. Each have left their scars on your flesh. Lost one. Oh, okay. Okay, there we go. There is names. There are many names. Lost one, immortal one, incarnation's end, men of 1,000 deaths, the one doomed to life, restless one, one of many, the one whom lives hold prisoner, the bringer of shadows, the wounded one, misery bringer, and Yamath. And for Yamath, hey, there is a whole thing about Yamath, and I guess academic hat. So the name Yamath is definitely, alongside the almost biblical serpent, one of the most intriguing names of the Nameless One, partially because it's the only non-descriptive term, the one that most closely resembles an actual name, but of course it's not just any name. I already briefly mentioned this in episode 15, but promised to go deeper into detail next time. Here's an excerpt from that episode. I do want to mention briefly the significance of the very name Yamath. This name sounds very close to Amath, which means truth in Hebrew and is famously actually used as a name in the myth of the Golem. The one where Golem is an immortal being whose demise can only be brought upon by removing one of the runes inscribed on its body, making it Math, which means death. An immortal entity with stuff written all over them that affect its potential demise. So before we delve into deconstructing the name Yamath, the name itself in that very form is actually elaborated on in the game itself. Well, in a deleted part of the game. Luckily someone did uncover an item missing from gameplay, a pendant of Yamath, which has been included in the Unfinished Business mod. The pendant says, the item is named for its creator, a sorcerer of a bygone age. Though Yamath's power was great, time began to take its toll on him. He began to grow weak and sodden. The pendant was commissioned by the dying wizard to serve as a vessel for souls, souls which Yamath himself would draw from dying mortals and later use to power his waning life force. Yamath was eventually slain in battle, destroyed utterly, and the pendant was lost. Sages said that even if the pendant were to be recovered, no mortal knows the secret of its use. It's really difficult to find a lot more information on it. This is a screenshot from a 2008 post by user Scardavelnate on a game FAQ forum. Clearly, there was more story to YMF and it being possibly the origin to the nameless one, but it seems as if it would have been debunked, seeing as the nature of the death-defying ancient sorcerer is contradicting, in terms of basic mechanics, the nature of our protagonist. So I already said that YMF sounds a lot like MF, which is the Hebrew for truth, just one letter away from Hebrew for death. While that meaning of MF is not mainstream in the international context, it is not completely forgotten. Just take a look at this clay golem MF from another largely respected story-driven video game, Monster Musume Everyday Life with Monster Girls Online. Okay, well, maybe I am overreaching. Of course, the very name Emmet also comes directly from that source, so it is not an obscure forgotten name that you can only stumble upon by accident. So, like I mentioned 13 episodes ago, the power of names and the significance of tattoos and concepts of truth and death are very similar to the game Planescape Torment. We are literally trying to find out the truth so that we can die. We need the MF to achieve meth. So, where does the Y come from? Why not just leave it at MF? Why not Semef, Gamef or Memef? What's the significance of the letter Y? The answers are multiple. The simple answer is that there is no deeper meaning, and this variant just sounded the nicest, and leaving it with just MF would allow a simple Google search to figure out what it means. But of course we did not have Google back in 1997, when the game was starting its development cycle. There were other search engines of course, but I don't think that was a subject of concern at the time. I believe the Y must have been chosen consciously. Perhaps it is another case of a simple Y for why, as one of the main quests of the game is trying to find out why the protagonist cannot truly die. But there is another answer. There is another Hebrew name starting with Yeh and quite famous for not only coming back from the dead, but also being divided into mortal and immortal parts. Of course I'm talking about Jeshua, most commonly known nowadays as Jesus. Having a reference to a Jesus figure as an ancient death-defying sorcerer in a setting that reaches so deeply into our own real-world mythologies and religions is, well, not entirely unthinkable. The Planescape setting is riddled with real-world references. We got Egyptian mythology, Norse mythology, Greek mythology, Chinese mythology, and with these, the names are pretty much unchanged. Thor, Set, Zeus, Shang-Chi, all very close resemble their real-life counterparts. Things get a bit more complicated with some entities related to religions that still kinda or definitely exist. We got Pazriel, whose name is a bit Azriel from Hebrew and Islamic mythology, and a bit Pazuzu, which has Mesopotamian roots. We got Baalzebul instead of Baal and Beelzebub, which are respectively a Semite god and a Semite demon. So having Yemeth, which is a bit Yeshua and a bit Emeth, is really not that far-fetched, is it? Conceptually. But drawing similes between the Nameless One and Jesus might have been considered just a teeny tiny bit too controversial in the process of creation of the game, and therefore did not make it to the final product, and it was cut instead. At least, didn't make it there in a very meaningful way where it would have been a bit more clear to interpret. But hey, it's just a hypothesis! What else did you think I was gonna say? Hat off! Continue to read the thing. You are silvered glass that has cracked and the pieces scattered across history. Only one piece is of import. Regain that and your life will be yours again. There will be a price. This price you must buy will buy you a chance. Without the chance, you are doomed. Okay. I'm curious about something here. Because I thought I'm split in two, but this could imply that there's more that I'm split into, which is an interesting notion that I have never considered. Continue. You have lost that which is never meant to be separated from man. Your mortality has been stripped from you. Lost. It exists, but you must find it before your mind is lost to you as well. Yep. That we know. We only can die if we find our mortality, which is somewhere. Read something about a legacy. A legacy, the note read. Forget not to collect your legacy, and a small code stretched beside it. 51AA. Oh, there was a code last time. Did I write it down? I did. I got another one. 51AA. A trap, no doubt, set by yet another of my false selves. I'll see it destroyed, I will. Okay, I think that's it. So, did I get any... I didn't even get any updates in my journal, so that's interesting. But, I got another code. The previous one was 6, 3rd, K, 5. I don't know what that means, but that's okay. Right, what are we doing now? As I'm trying to figure it out, we need to find a portal key. Quell told me that the key to the portal was oddly enough a piece of gravel. How do I get a piece of gravel? Find the night hag. Yeah, that's pretty much the same.
The air is quite bracing here.
Yes, indeed. Right.
Done.
Well, one thing that I can certainly do is to try to get into the place here, because I cannot. And there is the Godsman, and I've forgot how to do it, but I think I've spoiled myself a little thing about how to do it. And as I've already read all the sensorium, I can risk trying not being a part of the senseis anymore. We'll see how the bug goes. Do you have any jobs to do? I certainly do, friend. I have a little errand for you to run, if you'll take it. It'll net you 50 coins. All you need is to run the handbill down to the print shop and ask Skullfloat Pen to print up 100 copies for me. Here, take it. He shoves a crumpled piece of paper into your hand. Alright.
Updated my journal.
Anything you want, friend? What can you tell me of the Godsman? A group of people close to my heart. They say we are all our own gods, that we have potential for godliness within our spirits. From the lowest beggar to the highest king, we all nurse gods in our breast. Who could think of something finer? The sensates. Aye, good one. A fine answer, he chuckles. Thanks. Farewell. Right, so the print shop is actually like over here. Somewhere. One of these two. The warehouse, the print shop, yeah. So we can... I'm just remembering a battle here. Jesus, somebody's screaming. Okay. Pen. I had a few questions. Yes. Do they have to do with work? Yes. Gilspur asked me to deliver a handbill for you so you can print up 100 copies. He takes the handbill from you, looks it over, and says, I'll have it for him later. Go tell him. He turns his back to his desk. Farewell then. That was a very quick task. No, in Baldur's Gate there was this ability to separate a party, so one of the party members talking with somebody and one with somebody else. You could have these quests done so quickly by having just one person stay with Gilspur and immediately talk to him afterwards. Once again, you come to me once again. There must be something I can do for you that my brother Darren cannot, huh? Who the hell is Darren? Was that the slave? I don't know. That handbill is printed. It's printed? Terrific. I knew you were the man for the job. Here, take this message to Kelder of Durian at the Foundry. I'm sure he'll be glad to receive it. And you'll be glad of the 100 coins you get in return. Thanks, I guess. Farewell.
Done.
Okay, so now I can get into the Foundry. And we shall. A Nazi. Did we talk to a Nazi? That means... Excuse me? Excuse me?
I'm gone.
A Nazi just exploded. Can I Okay, I can. You see a burly, bored-looking guard. State your business, please. I have a message for Keldar. From Guildsport the Auctioneer. Thank you, sir. You'll find him in the Great Godsman Hall. He opens the gate for you. There we go. Did a Nazi just returned? No. Thought I've seen something. Okay, well, first of all, I'm gonna open and explore as much of this as I can. I'm sure the map is also in nighttime. Damn it. That's fine. That's fine. Can we not see? Can we not get over there? Show walkable. Nope. Oh, but there's a piece here. I've missed something. I've missed something right here. Hey, you know what? Just before I go in, let's make sure that this is not anything. I'm sure it's nothing. But at the same time, where is the nameless one? Oh, you're just hanging out over there, huh? Right. I used this as my storage before, but not quite now. It's quite. Oh, look! There is a freaking place. The pawn shop. I've missed a shop. I've missed a shop. Oh, yeah. Speaking of mist, you might have noticed that I'm mage level 11, and I have some money because that's what I done last time. I don't know if I've bought this on screen. I think I did, but also that bankrupted me again. So I went to the maze, the modern maze, and I farmed a little bit. So I think the Khan and somebody else has raised the level, and finally the nameless one also raised the level, which I completely forgot about. Did I choose things for the Khan? I did, but I didn't choose things for the nameless one. So level 1 is nothing, level 2 nothing. I got a new level 3, and well, I'm not really using much of these. I think Elysium Tears are better. And here I really need some good level 4 spells, Force Missiles it will be. And here I can try Fire and Ice, perhaps. Should I? Do I? Will I? Oh no, just Column of Cold. And that's it. And I still have the Mechanist Cannon over here. Right. So that's one thing I've done off camera. Let's see what the pawn shop does. Look. Shop.
Right.
Why is shopper is somebody who shops. The hell is this? I like it. I don't know what it is. There is a thing here. Oh, the Khan. What did you just do to this man? Okay, let's talk. To Broka or Mika? Let's talk to Mika first. This rotund woman, complete with shrewish eyes and a nasal voice, brays out. Now, what have we here? A customer? Do mine eyes spy a customer? The diminutive man replies, Of course your eyes spy a customer. They see a customer all the time. Customers are on the street. We have no customers. We will never have customers. It is useless and forlorn to hope for. He pauses as his eyes alight on you. Mika, we have a customer. That's what I've been saying to you. She lowers her voice and turns to you. What can we do for you? Let's talk about trades. There's stuff here. There's many things. What the flip? Okay. What the hell is Shards of Fate? Oh, breaks after first use. These gauntlets have been created from special crystals found only on the plains of Bator. Which ones? When struck by these gauntlets, the crystal will shatter into thousands of pieces, tearing into the flesh and bone of those unlucky enough to be struck. Although heavy metal plates protect the user's hands, there remains a slight chance that some of the shards may strike the user. So that can be like a lot of damage. It's like a 10d10. And I've got... Wait, nobody can use it? Only by fighters. Come on, you're a fighter. Squeeze me? You cannot... Why do they not? Okay, well, I wanted to buy them, but then it doesn't make any sense. What is a cockroach charm? That's a good charm, but I'm really not used many charms. Glass eye for nothing. Charcoal charm. I think I have one, but I know that was important for something later. Crimson sphere earring. Just an earring that gives you just some fire resistance. And the ring of the traveler +1 to armor class. I think I've got plenty of those. How are you doing on rings? Yep, you got them. But you don't have... Yeah, you could have an earring. I think Anna is full on rings. I think I am full of rings. The Khan is full of rings. Nordom can wear rings. Well, how do you do? I guess... How may I help? I guess we are buying. Yeah. Let's talk about trades. We are buying stuff. We are buying these two things. For sure. And I think that's it for now. I love this. Clearly it's destined for fighters. But now, fall from gaze, you got a new nice earring. And Nordom got an improvement to the armor class. And this, yeah, I've gotten some new... I thought I gotten some new stuff, but I guess I didn't. Or maybe I did. Did I have that? I don't know. Oh, stealth lens. Maybe I got that off camera. You know, a lens that gives you a lot of armor class and saving throws and resistance, but not really anything to attack with. Okay, well, I guess there's a pawn shop. What the hell is the pawn shop for? Can you tell me about yourself? I am chained to this anchor of a pawn shop with a husband. Oh, this is her. I am chained to this anchor of a pawn shop with a husband who doesn't appreciate me enough. Broca interjects with heavy irony. And I ask you, how could I not appreciate the mouth and figure of a creature as beauteous as this? Truly without discernment and taste am I. Something I thought marriage could cure, and which hope was entirely in vain. The two of them thrust into yet another tedious argument and ignore you. I like a few more question. Nope.
New taunts, alright.
Oh! Mort just learned something. That's amazing. That's the where is it? Is it spell? Wait.
What's up?
Mort. I don't know how it gets better, but I guess it does. Okay, there was a pawn shop I missed.
Done.
I can't believe it. But speaking of shops, there is more shops to be had. Namely, right here at the foundry. If I go in, there are stores. I don't know if I have to be a guardsman to enter, but I will become a guardsman, because I do remember that these stores are fantastic, mostly for a warrior. But generally, yes, look at this beautiful place. The Great Foundry. Bam! I don't know if I probably had it before, but yeah, Great Foundry. We're inside. And there are people here, like Alyssa and Thilden. Alyssa, don't go, Alyssa. Alyssa, I want to talk to you, Alyssa. You see a short woman with slight horns in her forehead and ears that curve sharply back on her skull. She smells faintly of sulfur, even over the reek of the foundry's fires. Greetings, what can I do for you? I'm looking for a pickup office. No, I'd like a tour. Ordinarily, there's nothing I'd like better. Sadly, right now, we're a little bit busy. Come back in a year or so and I'll be happy to provide one. What's going on? We've taken a huge and very, very secret contract. One that is taking up practically all our resources. We maintain a smaller operation for the day-to-day items for our other orders, but right now the foundry is devoted to fulfilling our contract. Don't bother asking about it, because I won't tell you. You seem very firm about this. Very well. I had other questions. Where can I get those items to work the forge? Wait, no. I'm looking for a pickup office. I have an item waiting for me. It's that office with the desk. He should be sitting right behind it. But who he? Okay, thanks. I need to get back to that guarded room back there. I'd love to help you, but only the real high-ups can authorize that. You'd have to speak to Calder about that. Fine, I will talk to Calder. What is going on here? Who are you? I am Alyssa Tield, supervisor for this area being the main foundry area of the Great Foundry, where much of our current public work takes place. The foundry is larger than this, of course, but we have a large contract we're working on, and we've been sworn to secrecy, so most of the work area is off limits. My apologies. Limits? Ridiculous. I understand. Where can I get those items to work the forge? If you can't find them lying around somewhere, then you'll have to buy them from the clerk, for a nominal price, of course. I see, thank you. Can I work the forge? Can I work the forge? Is there... Oh, hold on. I can do something. You step up to the forge, the heat is incredible. What do you do? Use the forge. Okay, step back. I do need some materials. Right, the door behind me with a desk. There's like 2. And I don't know, there's more. And also there's Sildon. Hey Sildon, come back. You see a slab-stomached man with thick arms and scraggly beard. He smells as if he hasn't washed in ages, and his breath doesn't do much for your breakfast. He's in the process of ordering around subordinates as you approach him, and he deals a quick cuff to the ear of one of them. He turns to face you, hitching up his belt. What do you want? I had some questions. You want answers? Like what? Who are you? Sildon the Grey, supervisor for this yard. My job is to make sure my laborers get some jobs done. Get their jobs done. And to make sure people like you don't distract them. They work little enough as it is, the little sods, and they'll manage to lose the rest of the day in idleness if I weren't here. I'm tough, but I'm fair. Ask anyone. Why do you call you the Grey? Because I'm covered in soot most of the time from those blasted furnaces. It's a nickname my laborers have given me, out of affection, no doubt. No doubt. They really seem to respect your gentle soul. Are you suggesting that I'm not entirely fair to my workers? Because I am. Like a father to them, I am. Alright. I had some other questions. I need to use the forge. Can you give me some ore? Oh, you can. He looks you up and down, carefully considering, and says, You want to be smith, hey? Can't say the fire's too much to skin like that. Take it then, and don't get in the way of my workers. Good day, sir. Okay. Do you think that just the nameless... Oh no, that's just Alyssa again. Are complaining about harsh conditions? Yeah, what? Hurry up, I'm busy here. Who's your supervisor? You can usually find her down by the clerk's office, watching us. Hells, I guess it's her job, but I can't be trusted. But I can't be trusted to do it. What? I thought about other questions. What do you do around here? Oh, I sit around with my feet up all day. Look, I don't mean to be rude, but it's fairly obvious what I'm doing here. I'm forging steelwork, and if I don't get back to it soon, I'll have to start over. Thanks for your time. Are you guys talking? Are you guys talking? Nope. Damn it. I thought maybe you guys are talking. You see a drab hiver hauling crates around. You can't even tell the poor sod's sex. What do you want from me? Just a couple of answers. Ask away. Who's your boss? Why, you work for him? Are you kidding? One of the most rotten bastards it's ever been my misfortune to run across, and I grew up in the hive amidst some real winners. Hope he gets killed soon, painfully and horribly, but then most of us yard workers do. I see. Who's your boss? Yes. Then he's a salt of the earth, a real gentleman. Can't say enough good things about him. Only I got to get back to work. The worker turns away, ignores further intricacy. Yeah, the box is sure heavy. Oof. That's, I think, the same guy that Drab from Hive. Okay, we've got multiple doors, and we are almost out of time. I'm gonna start by walking through this. There's more doors, isn't there? Oh, look, I can go in here. There's an up. There is a door.
Were you raised in the hive?
Ooh.
Mind your own business, succubus. I've nothing to say to you.
Very well then.
Aww. Poor fall from grace. Anna is so rude. Sarosa, hey, who are you? You see a young woman. As you approach her, her eyes stare directly into yours. You get the uncomfortable feeling that she's not just examining your eye color. Her gaze seems to penetrate far deeper than that. Greetings, stranger. How goes your day? Well enough. I would like you to answer some questions for me. What answers do you seek, half-man? Why do you call me a half-man?
Updated my journal.
I call you a half-man because I cannot see your spirit. All other mortals who pass through my life show their spirit to me as a shining spark or a smoldering ember. You show nothing at all. I call you half-man because I cannot see your spirit as I see those of others. Whether this is because you have no soul or because you have transcended, I cannot say. One way or another, you are but a half a man. What the other half is, I cannot say. I see. Then answer some questions for me. What answers do you seek, half-man? Why do you call me Who are you? I am Sarosa, daughter of Sandas, one of the Factors of the Godsman. Can you answer some questions for me? Why do you call me half-man? Tell me of your family. My brother Saros is a child of the Foundry, yet I fear he has never embraced the philosophy of the believers of the Source. My father is a factor here, and his travels have led him far from the Foundry and into the realms most mortals never even dream of achieving. Tell me more of your brother. Saros is a brash, impulsive lad, easily given over to his manhood. He is eager to prove himself equal of anything on the plains, full of the aggression of youth. I believe he feels himself more sensate than Godsman, further vindicating my belief that the sensates are the most immature of all the factions in Sigil. But why are they the most immature? Why are they the most immature? Because like children, they do not understand that there's more beyond the world of the senses, beyond what one can see, hear, taste, touch, smell, look around you. You are in the outer planes. This is belief made solid, but that does not mean the seemingly rough matter can be comprehended by the senses. This is belief. No mere physicality can match it. I see. Speak of other matters to me. Why do you call me half-man? No, nothing for a while. Okay, I guess her brother might be important.
Done.
What is behind here? And it's Keldor. So you found him, but we're also at 33 minutes, and I'm gonna have an academic hat, probably pretty extensive one. So I think I'm gonna finish it for today, and we'll get over to unboxing. Before we go to unboxing, I have one little confession to make. See, I am doing all the unboxings of the booster packs, but lately I had an arrival of a pack, like a 2-pack. 100 cards, 50, you know, the decks, just like a little picture on the screen. And I decided, you know, I'm not gonna unbox them. First of all, they're huge, so the video would take forever. And second of all, it's just
It
decks.
wouldn't kill you to say a few words to me, fiendling, or hug me, or kiss me.
She's not gonna respond. She's not gonna respond. Okay, never mind. You know, I'm just gonna pause it so that they don't interrupt us. Yeah, so I decided not to open it on camera because I thought it's gonna be long and boring. And man, oh man, was I wrong. And I'm so angry that I didn't record it. I had like out of the 100 cards, I think I got like 40 something new cards that I've never had before. It was a wild ride, and I have more decks coming. So I'm gonna open them on camera. I think I'm gonna just do a separate whole video for them because they're gonna be longer. But yeah, I still have more packs to open. A bunch of packs. I think I'm gonna have enough for the whole series and then some. To be fair, I mean, yeah, the most definitely actually that I think about it. But anyway, let's get to unboxing. And this is the unboxing part. Tonight we're unboxing Factols and Factions. Again, we have done a little break. We've done a lot of powers and proxies, and they were all bad. So now we're going back to Factols and Factions. After 5 of those, I got Rebels and Reinforcements, which are probably the coolest. So we're gonna get back to that in a couple of episodes. Not, yeah, no, 5 episodes. 5 episodes. 5 episodes in the future. Factols and Factions. Let's see. Oh yeah, my camera is just showing Limbo. That's my old card. I'm just putting it here as yeah, there we go, as a background. And yeah, again, new setup. I'm just trying something else every time. I'm gonna find the perfect one. No shitty cam again, but because there was no room for shitty cam, but that's fine. We'll manage about shitty cam for now. Opening it up. It's the same thing. I'm not gonna read any of it. Let's just see what it is. And like this is opening very. This opened so nicely. Almost as if it was resealed. I hope it's not. Then it's probably not the case, right? Is it the case? Let's invest. Let's be a detective here. I'm gonna open them up and I'm gonna see how mint the condition is. I think the condition is pretty mint, actually. Yeah, I think the possibility of it being resealed is minimal at best. Okay, so again, I'm 2 piles, larger and smaller. I'm gonna start with the smaller pile. No, larger pile. That's the opposite of smaller. There we go. It's upside down. That's the first card, and it is Ogre Mage. I believe I have Ogre Mage. I mean, I'm like 90% sure, but I have my stuff also right here, and I do have Ogre Mage. It's an acolyte of Society of Sensation, which I've never truly figured out how it makes sense. Home Outlands Excelsior, I don't have. Yeah, it's a decent one. Let's put it over here and hope it stays. Oh, okay, Limbo's went. Limbo's gone, but we got Ogre Mage. Ogre Mage! Okay, more cards. Card number 2 is Doppelgangers. I've had a bunch of Doppelgangers already. They're like the opposite of the Ogre Mage in terms of the CS and RR. Let's get something cool. Again, upside down. Oh, Halfling Cleric. Literally, I have it over here. Again, I got him. It's again a 3/7. An acolyte of Transcendent Order, but worships Sheila Periroyal. How is that? Well, so what does it mean? What does it mean? Okay, I don't know what does it mean. I've never really taken a closer look at it, I guess. Halfling Clerics. Okay, yeah, some more Halflings. This one. Better be something new. The Defiant Ones. I think I already... I'm 100% sure I have them. I've been reorganizing. Yep, the Defiant Ones. Acolyte of Athar, Moon Elf, Home, Arborea, and Intrigue Power Advocate. So that's good, because we love the Intrigue Power creatures for intrigues, which are cool. Then we've got Vorkahan Guard. These are the Acolytes of Mercy Killers, and I think I have them. Lawful Evil is right over here. Lawful Evil. 3R. Hey guys, I don't have them. This is the other, because I had one Mercikiller Acolyte, and this is the other one. I've mentioned that there's only 2 in that video about the Mercikiller symbol that I've gotten. Yeah, so it's a new card. Hey, I got something new. And it is a Vorkanon card. You know what I forgot? I just realized now that I forgot to put the light on my face. So this is probably going to be dark and grainy as shit. It's sitting right there on the floor. What a ball, what a brain dead man I am. Doesn't matter. I looked at it, but it's just a where in them. We've got a lot of those now. Not gonna even stop to talk about them. There was a time when I got 2 in the same pack. What's this one? Hill Giant. It's another one. It's an Acolyte of Doom card from Isgard. Very strong, but I do have him. I don't even have to look, but I'm gonna look. I do have him. Yeah. Hill Giant. There we go. I like this thing. I like this thing that I've done down here with the cards. Hin Archer. I got him already. Man, the Factols and Factions were supposed to be the better ones. And they're so good. Sigil Sentries. It's an Acolyte of Harmonium, and it's a lawful good. I believe I don't have them. Lawful Good Legion. It's a new one. I mean, I recognized it. Human and Tiefling. Yeah, so I don't have them. That's another new card for me. That's very good. I'm very proud. I'm very proud of this pack. What's this one? The Glee Bashers. Acolyte of Bleak Cabal from Bedlam. These ones are chaotic evil, and I believe that I have them. Yes, I do. I do have them. Combat Power Berserker, but they're Berserkers are good if they're low combat strength, because you can sacrifice them to get rid of something good on the other side. But if they're decent, like 5 CS, then the Berserker doesn't really make much sense. So they're good. You don't really, unless you have. You know, the math doesn't check out. It's better to have low Berserkers. What's this? This is in second pile. Better cards. Deadmark. So, I assume this is the Chase card. It's an Acolyte of Dustman. Combat power. The Legion assigned this card may send the opposing Legion and Fate card to the Dead Book. But what? Combat power. So does the Legion assign... Okay, let's put it over here so that we can see. And I think the Legion assigned this gets a combat power that can be used, but it also means that they're dead booked, because there's a dead book mark on it. Right? I don't know. The rules are hazy in this game. What's this one? Factal Amber. I do have Factal Amber. I believe Factal Amber. That's Legions. Is it the first Warlord that I've gotten? I think it might be. If we're good, yeah, I got Factal Amber. But here he is, Believers of the Source, the Great Foundry, which I've just been in this episode. Hey, but he's not there. There you go. That's another card. Notice of Secundus. This is support. I got him, but it's a great card. Support cards are great. So it's good to have it. I'm very happy. And it's a pretty good one as well. 6 to neutral Legion. So yeah, it have to be for a neutral deck, but it's very good. What's this one? City Barracks. I already have it. But it's a battlefield. I was hoping for battlefields. I have a lot of battlefields from Sigil missing, but City Barracks is not one that I was missing. City Barracks I have, and this is the last card. So sad, but 3, right? How many? I'm gonna check in a moment. Tell me this is like amazing. Factal Sarin. I've already have Factal Sarin. Come on, Factal Sarin. Yeah. So Factal of Harmonium. I've got. What did I get? What did I get? Deadmark is new. Sigil Sentries are new. And Vorkanon Hard. Workathon card, or 3 new cards in the pack. So that's not too shabby. I mean, yeah, we've had better, but we've had worse. Yeah, we have a couple more of these, and then we go back to Powers and Proxies, which is going to be like 14 base set cards, and then 1 extra rare cards from Rebels and Reinforcements, and I got a bunch of them. So I'm still hunting for Lady of Pain. I'm gonna get it. I swear to you. I mean, this is highly unlikely, but I'm gonna swear anyway that I'm going to get one of these times when I'm gonna be doing, oh, what's this card? It's gonna be the Lady of Pain. I can assure you, well, I cannot really assure you, but I'm hoping, right? So that's gonna be it for this episode of Planescape Torment Reinvented, episode 1, and unboxing episode, who knows what unboxing this is already, I don't know, I've lost count. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye, Fallout.